Lucky Patrick amazire kufa ahoireho ebiro bisatu omukazi yeiruka yeija kunu Kampala yatandika kuchenjinga ebintu bimusaija kuruga mu URSB. Twamazire kimanya toiruka naitwe toija mu URSB toihaye papura byona proof ngina hanu fairo yona eyo kuoleka nti omukyara Hope Loy Kaganda akahindura ebintu by'abaana.
The woman made some forgeries with becoming a director.
Loy Hope Kaganda tasobora kulinda abaana bange. Ekikuru omutima gwanyolekere mutima mubi muno.
The things that I'm fighting for and I'm complaining about is the woman wants everything for herself. We had started the fight 2019. That's when we said going to court. Nothing is for any of the wives, nor any of his brothers or sisters. Everything is for the kids. I want us to build up our dad's estate and company. I'm not fighting with my brothers or sisters. I'm only wanting an equal share that was given to me. She has brought some inconveniences. The company has lost a lot because my dad left almost 10 new buses before he died.
Kwa kinu mukiolaka omukyaro ogufo nanka ninko kuyafozingire nateka upita odek nka secretary wa company ya Kalita Transporters.
My name is Mugisa Jacob Lucky. I'm here with my mom. I'm here today on this interview to talk about the situation that has been going on with the properties of my late father and the forgeries that the woman has been making, Hope Kaganda Loy. To begin with, my dad died in 2013, April. His names were Lucky Patrick Mugisa. He was the owner of the transporting company, Kalita Transporters Limited, and he was the director and the shareholder with the overall shares. And we were 6 kids: Mark, Jacob, Jacqueline, Joan, and Jerry, and Juliet. He left shares for 5, but not 6, which everyone had 25 shares, and him with the overall of 335 shares, and the rest are 25. So upon his death, we started the struggle of push forward and see how the company is going to move forward after his death. We got some few, I can say, inconveniences with the family, upon my stepmom disagreeing with us, which led us to start these court issues and fighting for the estate and etc. So we have been moving to varieties of different sectors, URSB, to find out what the late left and how many shares that was distributed from his. Upon going there and to check, I find the woman made some forgeries with becoming a director, which she went ahead and maybe paid some people to do some forgeries with URSB, and also with my other half brother, Mark Asimwe. He's one who connived with her to go on and do everything that has led to this interview. So far, we had started the fight 2019. That's when we said going to court. Upon finding out that some lands were being changed and from the late names to Hope Kaganda Loy, the stepmother. We have been fighting for now since we can say 4 years, and we had some inconveniences with COVID and which brought some problems, and we had to have a hold up. But upon resuming onto them, we have been fighting. Lawyers have been eating from both ends, as some of you know how the system is here. It's somehow corrupt. You get the lawyer is eating from these ends, he was also eating from our ends, and which the woman was bribing the lawyers. At a point, nothing was done. So we had to push for the next step. We moved on to the other lawyers that we got. Also, nothing was done. People were all being bribed. The woman, as I can say, she has more of like the estate in her control and the company. So we went on pushing forward, fighting. Reached to one estate. He didn't talk much about his plans, but all we knew that we are shareholders, and he had given us 25 shares each from the 5 kids, but which were 6. And from the view that I have from what he had and what he was supposed to distribute, he said nothing is for any of the wives, nor any of his brothers or sisters. Everything is for the kids. We are 6 kids. No, we are 2 from my mom and 3 from the stepmother that Kaganda Hoploy, and there is 1 also from some other woman which I'm not familiar with. The others are staying at the woman's place. For me, I was also staying home, but it reached to a point when I started asking questions. The woman, when I was coming back home, I think it was around 2018, I was coming back home. Omukazi nagamba that me, I'm not allowed back home. Nasibawo. When I tried to climb inside in my dad's house, the askari said he has orders to to kill me or shoot me on spot, which asked him, like I'm the one also who like probably like brought you here for that employment. So how can you So from that time I stopped. I started renting because I saw if I'm going to leave home, something bad might happen to me upon seeing the security guy wanted to shoot me. Yeah, those things were filed at URSB, showing the percentages of the shares that were distributed between like the kids. They were documented 2012. That's when he did the resolutions to show that people were all assigned these shares, and which the woman was not there. We only saw kids and him, but the woman wasn't there, wasn't mentioned. For the time I've been fighting, and for the time that like I didn't start the whole process of what I'm doing right now. Before I was in school, Dad died when I was 17. I was just finishing my S5 that time. So by that time I had no knowledge of what was going on and what was left for me. That's when I went ahead and started investigating on what was left for me, because I was starting to ask questions. By the time I finished, I was in VAC, so I wanted to know what was given to me and how like I can start building also like my own life from what he was from the shares that were handed over to me.
Are you the firstborn?
I'm not the firstborn. I'm the third born. As I said, we are 6 kids. There is Mark. I'm going to give them to you in order. There is Mark Asimwe. There is Jackie Kajumba, who's my big sister, who I share my mom with. Now then there is me. Then there is Kusima Joan. There is Jerry Blessed. And then there is Praise Juliet. Those are the 6 kids. So I've been fighting with my sister since 2019 with this case. My sister had reached a point where she had to go and see the husband, where I think they had some business to get by, but which I knew for me I could handle, because first she's a girl, so I had to let her go and finish up her family issues, because she's my big sister. She had some family issues with her kids and the husband, so she's in Dubai, but she's also going to be joining soon, as soon as she comes back. The things that I'm fighting for and I'm complaining about is the woman wants everything for herself. She wants the lands, basically the estate, because the lands are more, land keeps appreciating in value. So I can say she's first fighting for the lands and infrastructures, some of them, and partly also for the company that was bringing in income and the buses and the trucks. The company, since I started fighting, I've not been getting any, I can say, dividends or any income since 2019 from my dad's company. Since I started the fight, the woman cut off everything with the money I was getting, the funds and the rest, salary and what. So since then I started the fight and whatnot. I've not had so much of the company, but I had recently she added like some buses from Kira, so that's all I know. But which also I hear the buses also not also for the company, they're in someone's different name. That's all I know about the company. And the rest of the buses are parked, the ones that dad left.
Have you ever tried to approach your fellow relatives to ask you why?
I couldn't approach because my dad is the only one who made it in his family. So there's no one who you can basically run to and is going to give you like help. But my dad had some friends who are big and what. Of course I got some advice. That's why I've been pushing for all the time. But I've not been connected with my family and the other uncles or aunties. I've just been talking, but
so are you still reporting to the court? Or
I'm still pushing with the lawyers, because, as I said, the lawyers were being bribed by the stepmother, and when like the case is going to reach somewhere, like they're going to apprehend her, like to go and get her, she reaches at a point, maybe she gives them some money, then things are not done. As all, everyone knows how the system is. Of course, they're not all the same, but the ones that I had before were all eating from both ends. So that's why the court issues also took some time to unveil out. But now they're moving on forward, as I can say.
Karung Shamim Farouk. Ensonga zino nzirumu nka mama w'abaana Mugisa Jacob na Kajumba Jackie. Ni nkanye mama w'abaana nimpura kusasa muno kurora nti company ya Mr. Lucky Patrick Mugisa negwaho umulingo omubi kandi mulingo kutakukengebwa. Lucky Patrick yafa 2013 nalekaho abaana mukaaga abaana abo hariho Mark, Jacob, Kajumba Jacqueline ne Joan. Nateeka ebihandiiko mu URSB n'agamba abaana be nibo ba directors ba Kalita Transporters. Kyonka ekyokusaasa muno Lucky Patrick amazire kufa ahoireho ebiro bisatu omukazi yairuka yeija kunu Kampala yatandika kuchenjinga ebintu by'omusaiza kuruga mu URSB. Twamazire kimanya twiruka naitwe twaija mu URSB twihaye papura byona proof ngina hanu fairo yona kuoleka nti omukyara Hope Loy Kaganda akahindura ebintu by'abaana yabiteeka mabaragi. Kandi ekintu ekikizire kutusaasa muno President Museveni akatuha 6 billion 25 sente ezo zoona Hope Loy Kaganda zoona nazihayo nazikozesa ebintu ebitakwetegerezebwa.
Okusinziira ku interview ze twakalabako era n'amawulire g'obaddemu twawulirako ng'oyogerako nti omugenzi yaleka biliyoni 15 ate tuli mukuuli olimu kwogera biliyoni 6. Ebyo byonna olina obukakafu obulaga nti omugenzi alina bye yalekawo ssente ezo era n'ezo ssente zemugambe zaava ewa Pulezidenti Museveni obukakafu bwazo.
Kino ekyogamba 6 billion zikuruga mwa President proof ngina hano ekipapura kiri hano
Kiri wama.
Ne fayiro otambudde nayo.
Ne fayiro yona eri hano. Nkino hano. Papura nkino nkiraga nti President Museveni akatuha 6 billion 2025.
This money was a directive from the president, Mr. Museveni, because they wanted to develop the Nakivubo Park, which was handed over to them upon developing the city and seeing like our country grow. We decided to give that piece of property to the government to develop it, and which also thank them. And thank you, Mr. Museveni, for also hearing us out. So this money was released last year on April 3rd, 2021. The money was a directive from the president to give to Kalita Transporters, especially with the directors and the shareholders upon the losing that property of Nakivubo. Museveni and the State House gave us this money, which was supposed to go on the company account, but the money didn't reach on the company account. It went straight to a private owned account of Hope Kaganda Loy. Upon me hearing about the funds being released to the company, I called the woman and I asked her about the funds, the 6.2 billion that was given to the company. She said I have to get back into writing, and I'm not supposed to be calling her at that time. So I went ahead and called the lawyers to get her into writing, and also for her to let us know like when are we going to receive like our money as shareholders and directors, and to see how much we will remain for the company, because the money was supposed to build the company, because we lost like a property that was so valuable to us.
Mami wagezako okwogera mukyala muno.
Oyo omukazi ogu nkalenga kumweta twikare obunamazire kurora nti abaana nibo ba directors baitu atambale mu magezi. Nkahika nagenda URSB nasanga jingirire bino epapura nateekaho Mark asimwa Mark nasayiningira abagenzi be naha omukazi ogu gwa director.
So Mark forged here. This is his signature, and then upon his handwriting he signed for all of us to give the directorship to the company, which I wasn't even notified about. So our own brother betrayed us upon this, going ahead and signing for us, making her a director, which led to all of this that is going on, that is happening. This is where the issue is coming from, because she acquired these letters, the resolutions of her becoming a director, upon the forgery of our brother. So that's why we are fighting and seeing everything has to come out. We see how we can get help from any organization, because I've also been pushing. I'm not asking for any funds, but I'm just asking for people to hear us out, for people to hear us out, and to not connive with this woman, because she's been doing the forgery. Thank you. You can say people, it's like the nature of the person who's good or bad. Basically, I saw like her nature, she's just a greedy woman. She wants everything for herself. She wants you to come and maybe if you want need something, you have to ask her, which for me I wasn't going to do, because I was above that age. So when I started asking questions, that's where the problem started coming in. I was asking, so where is this money going? How much is on the account? How much did Daddy leave? Those questions brought her to start pushing me out, and I don't know how I can say it, but making the life miserable from the one that I had. For me, what I want is not much. I love my brothers and sisters. All I want is for us to come as a family, as kids, but not as the woman being there. I want us to build up our dad's estate and company. I'm not fighting with my brothers or sisters. I'm only wanting an equal share that was given to me. And as a family, I want it to grow, because I wanted my dad wished the best for his family, like generational wealth, and that's what I want. All I want is for the family to come together as kids, but the woman, whatever she has done, she has to be accountable for it, because you can't go away without I can say the bad deeds that she has done have to go when they are punished, I think, as I can say, because she has brought some inconveniences. The company has lost a lot, because my dad left almost 10 new buses before he died in the year of 2012. He died in 2013 after 3 months. He had bought 10 new buses and 8 brand new trucks, which had left. So he didn't die with any loan. He didn't die when anyone wanted anything from him. He died when he had 0 loans from nothing. So buses mo mukazi lekanseshi yazidyako. There are these new ones that she has brought to console herself, to show that she has done something. But my dad used to bring buses almost every after 1 to 2 years. It has been almost 9 years, and she has just bought the buses right now, because she saw the case is being pushed forward. People were asking, what have you done? You've just eaten the company. So she bought these new Kira buses to show that she has been doing something, but when she has not.
Mami, tunatetulabanga ali mu kwawula mu benganda.
Nze abaana bonna mbaagala se. Sirina tabu n'abaana. Naye n'obwokumpa abaana be saa zino nyowe nimbalinda, baituwe Loy Hope Kaganda tasobora kulinda abaana bange. Ekikuru omutima ogwanyolekere, mutima mubi muno, leti obyarugire kufati akansaba abaana bange. Yamazire kubansaba atwara Jacob Spain, amulekayo, atanterire simu, amazire kumulekayo, ahoireho emyezi 2 nimpura Jacob nanterire simu, nara nagamba mami nyowe nafuera kunu abantu timba manyire, omukazi anagire kunu nintere esimu agishireho.
Going to Spain was I was going for university, and actually didn't want to go there but the woman forced me to go there. I didn't want to go to Spain, but she was saying, well, this is what your dad wanted, for you to go out and study. So for me, I said, that's what my dad wanted, but for me, I feel like I'm what? Safer here. Not knowing the whole plan was for her to take me there and then start doing her forgeries with everything that she was doing, with the land forgeries, the money forgeries, doing everything. So the whole point for her was to take me there. When I started calling for 2 months, she wasn't almost speaking, like my calls almost. Then I got worried, but the good thing, I had like some money. I had almost like 25 million on me. That time I got some money, paid for my trip to come back here. That's when I started the fight, because upon coming from Spain, from university, I asked her, like, I want to come for a holiday. She said, for what? So that's when I was like, how can you ask me when I want to come to my country and you ask me why? Like, why, like, do you want to come to this? You know? So that's when I just got on my own pocket money that I had, my savings. I paid, and then I started the battle. That was around 2018.
Kwa kinu nikiolaka omukyalo ogufo nanka ninkokuya fozingire nateka Peter Odek nka secretary wa company ya Kalita Transporters. So Peter Sahazinu nuwe ali mbigere ya Lake Patrick na sente zona na buli kimu muzikera mwa Peter Odek kandi nyowe nko mukyara Kalita Transporters Peter Odek tinkumumanya ekipapura tibikuoleka ngu ari mu URSB kino ekipapura nakyo kati ya mu URSB.
Peter Odek was a company accountant. He didn't have any I can say him having shares or being a company secretary or a director. He was just a company accountant who was reporting to my dad on income issues. That's all that I knew by that time. Mukoti twagenda yo naye from the lawyers that we had to break them off. Now we have some other lawyers that have been pushing to actually sue like the woman, because the other lawyers were eating from both ends, were not doing what they were meant to do. From both ends. They come to us, they say we're going to do this, we give them money, and then they also come here, they say we're going to, because since 2019 I've almost spent like 150 million in lawyers' fees, just giving lawyers almost 200 million. So lawyers have been eating that much.
Okay, mami, ngatumaliriza kitu yagala kikolebwe.
Mbadde nsaba batuyambe President Museveni aveeyo atuyambe ayamba abaana ba Kalita Transporters. Even nsaba atukwatira ababba sente zaffe n'emmotoka z'abaana ba Kalita. Essaawa zino hatukubaliza matoka ezo ziri jinja. President Museveni atuyambe atutereho obulyo n'okutuyamba muli kimu kyona.
URSB, we have been pushing these things. Also went to URSB because this is where companies are registered. So when we went to URSB, we had to make some statements upon the case of, because we brought and we said some things were forged in the presence of URSB. So since last year, when we went and made some statements, we have not been so much of into the case, but the way how they have made now I can say the infrastructure of URSB, the way how they keep on switching them, people also following up on the case were also different. You find this one comes and this one goes, but some people have called us from the URSB, which they say they want to make an investigation, and because the case, I think there is a new woman who has been appointed, because there is, I think, a reshuffle that they keep on doing. I'm going to meet her, and then I'll see what she'll have like have prepared for me.